All right, here we go. We're building building blocks. We're putting together a skyscraper that is pinning. Skyscraper that is takedowns. The idea, you want to fast forward through this stuff, you can't. This stuff's going to be a little bit boring right now. Go get a glass of water. It's a little dry. You might have to drink something to get through it. But it needs to be said. You need to understand this. So as we go through and we get into the meat and potatoes of the cradles, of the pinning combinations, you have the basis on which everything works. This is the critical part. Don't fast forward through this. Okay, now we have to talk about cradles. Cradles are the most powerful pinning combination known to man. Of all the pinning combinations there are, half Nelsons, headlocks, fireman's carry into a headlock, bar arms, legs, all the other pinning combinations, if you put them together in one big pile and come up with a number, let's say 86, 122, I don't know, but whatever that number is, there's twice as many cradles available to you than all the other pinning combinations known to man. So if you're going to go hunting in a 1 acre plot over here, or a 1 acre plot over here, and there's 20 deer in this 1 acre, and there's 2 deer over here, where are you going to go hunting? Where the 20 deer are. You have a better chance of getting a deer. Which pinning combination are you going to go for? It's going to be cradles. There are more cradles available to you than all the pinning combinations known to man. And very, very, very seldom, if never, how do you like that for a statement? If never, do you see this happen when a guy has a cradle. You don't see a potentially dangerous call that you see on a half Nelson, that you see when you're running a chicken wing or a bar arm. So cradles are even more special because they don't get called, the match doesn't get stopped because of a potentially dangerous or illegal situation with a cradle, as you'll see with a bar arm or half Nelson. So that's another thing. There's more of them than any other pinning combination, they're safer than any other pinning combination, and they're deadlier than any other pinning combination. If you see a state semifinal, a state champion from the previous year getting dusted in the semifinals of the senior year, you bet it's going to be in a cradle. You're not going to bar arm this defending state champ or put a half Nelson on and turn his butt over and stick him. But you could catch him in a cradle. All great athletes, if they're going to get pinned, are going to get pinned in a cradle. Why? Because they're deadly, because your feet are in the air. When your feet are in the air, you can't be bridging, you can't be rolling, you can't be fighting. It's very difficult to do it when your feet are in the air, and that's what a cradle does. So cradles, cradle, cradle. You have to go for cradles. They're the easiest to find because they're everywhere. A half Nelson, you have to be on top of the guy to put a half Nelson on. A bar arm, you have to be on top of the guy to put it on. A cradle, you can be from standing. You can't put legs on a guy when he's standing, when you're standing looking at him, but you can cradle him from there. You can cradle him when you're underneath him. Can you put a half Nelson on when you're not being ridden? No. Okay, then you certainly can cradle a guy when you're on top. So cradles are available to you in all three positions. They're more of them than anything else. They're safer than anything else. They're deadlier than anything else. Why not cradle? Cradle is the name of the game if you're going to stick people, and that's why we're going after it right now.